Hey everybody, Arthur here with my 1000th video, and I want to start it off by saying thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because if it wasn't for you guys watching, liking, subscribing, sharing my content, commenting, this channel wouldn't have grown and evolved the way it has. And I want to thank you guys for allowing this to happen and being part of this journey that is up to my 1000th video or my 1000th upload, however you want to classify it. But I want to thank you guys because it means the world. And I keep aiming for the moon, for the stars, and I'm going to keep going with this channel, and I'm going to keep evolving it as I go on to make better content for you guys. And I just wanted to start off by saying thank you. But this wasn't going to be just a normal 1000th video. I have a friend, fellow collector, Plastic Cannibals member. His name is Judd. You see him in my comments. You see him as a moderator on my channel. He kept hounding me. He was nipping at my heels, telling me to do a collection video, When are we going to see the collection? And I was like, hey, I'll do it on my 1000th video. And sure enough, bloop, 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 that stuff showed up quick. And I'm like, damn it, I'm not ready, as my collection is nowhere near how I want it to be. Like, I don't even have lights in my D-Tough, but I said I was going to do it on my 1000th video, so here we are. So I want you guys to sit back and enjoy my collection video. Here we start in my living room with the wall of Funko Pops. Here we have tons of Rick and Morty Pops because I'm a huge Rick and Morty fan, and my buddy Ryan Thomas is also a fan, so we had fun collecting them together. We got a Naruto in there, and we do have some Shaun of the Dead because I'm a fan of those actors and the movies they've made. Next to my wall of Funko Pops, we have my wife's wall of Funko Pops. She is a Harry Potter fan. She loves Tokyo Ghoul, Friday the 13th, and I ended up getting her lots of Pops, and now she has a wall next to my wall. Now, you know I couldn't resist that Hush Batman with that nice gargoyle stand. And all of these figures are on top of Diamond Select's Hook and Ladder's Ghostbusters Firehouse Diorama. And this thing is phenomenal. It was a pain in the butt to get all the figures to build it, but with all the real Ghostbuster figures, the OG Ghostbuster figures standing in front of it, this thing looks amazing. I love it so much. It took me a while to hunt down the Matrix Chateau scene by McFarlane Toys for a decent price, but I did obtain it, and with my G.I. Joe Classified Series figures, because I'm a G.I. Joe whore, I just had to make a shelf that just looked nice and regal and fancy, especially with the Cobra figures. Now, if you're going to be a G.I. Joe fan, you gotta army build. Now, I did keep my army building to basically 5 per army builder, except infantry. I went a little bit excessive, but that stand is phenomenal, made by Josh Cox, and I just really love how this shelf turned out. Now, you guys know I'm going to have a G.I. Joe shelf. I am missing Spirit and Barbecue from that shelf because I haven't really reviewed them yet, but I did mix in some Action Force and my little Fortnite crew that looks so awesome together. Now, I hope you guys are prepared because there's going to be a shit ton of G.I. Joes that you're going to be seeing, and especially because I'm a freaking G.I. Joe fiend, and I loved the 25th anniversary Joes, but when Pursuit of Cobra came out, we got some nice figures, especially from the Renegade series. They are sexy, great sculpts, a lot of detail, a lot of accessories, very, very well done 3 3/4 figures. Here we got a close-up of that badass Destro. It's not your typical Destro. He's in heavy armor with a minigun. He just looks super badass. Comes with currency from different countries in a briefcase, and they're all removable. Look at all the detail, the accessories, the cool design. This is stuff we're not going to see with Classified because we have too many damn man babies collecting G.I. Joe. The 25th anniversary G.I. Joe comic packs were nice because you got the comic that worked really well as a background, then you got these awesome figures on the front. Get to dive into some of these San Diego Comic-Con exclusives and a mail-away doc. Some of these figures are just phenomenal. More of these 25th anniversary comic packs, and again, I just love how the comics look in the package. Here we got a homeless hobo clown that was my mother's, so I always wanted to keep that piece from her china cabinet. She had dolls that she collected. Got that handsome Squidward from my buddy Charles, but this is just a top of DTOF craziness. Bunch of turtle stuff and mixed with other things as well. Even your boy dabbles into some 1/6 scale figures. Sideshow Joes are phenomenal. If you can find them for a great price, usually I try to aim for as close to retail as possible, I'll pick them up. I'm still missing the Baroness and Beachhead, but these figures are sexy. I was really surprised I was able to obtain this Firefly Sideshow piece because it is the exclusive and I did not pay a ridiculous amount for it. I think I got pretty close to retail for this figure and I was really surprised. Even dabbled into some of the imports. 1000 Toys Crossbait exclusive Storm Shadow. 1000 Toys has amazing articulation. We got the 3-0 Storm Shadow. Looks sexy, and that's pretty much it for 3-0. Here I have Lieutenant Falcon still in package. I still need to review him. He looks like Channing Tatum mixed with the Jonas Brothers. But yes, I gotta review it. I'm aware. Here we got crappy joint timber that can't even stand. Bunch of cartoon NECA turtles, and I still have tons I haven't even reviewed, so I'm definitely gonna need extra shelves. Even got that OG Sky Striker that my older brother found in a garbage can, and I'm trying to restore it, getting pieces. It is a pain. Some trade paperback action. Got me some Tank Girl, Sandman, a lot of stuff, and a lot of art books because I do graphic design. So comics, art of books about stuff that I enjoyed or liked, you know, I got to pick those up, especially like The Hobbit and stuff like that. Got that arcade machine from Street Fighter Cross Tekken Special Edition video game. Love me some Akira and Berserk. Those leather-bound books are amazing. Nothing screams 80s more than the Boglins, and I had to get a Boggle Bones because that was one that I remember from my childhood. My oldest brother, while he was in the army, had one, gave it to my other older brother, and then sort of through hand-me-downs, I got it, and I ended up ripping it apart, ripping its eyes out, and I regretted it ever since. So thankfully, Boglins came back. Got some Donnie Darko, which I'm a fan of that film, and the Boglins, the new ones, just they look pretty damn good. Definitely love me some Boba Fett, but I also love the Green Ranger. I am a Tommy fan. I love that helmet and the dagger. All that stuff looks sexy together. And speaking of sexy, we got the Diamond Select. The Diamond Gallery pieces that they're doing for the G.I. Joe is just phenomenal. It's just pure sex. And then we got that Cobra Commander helmet. And thankfully, mine's not translucent like a lot of people's. And I am a Troma kid. I love Toxic Avenger. I love Toxic Crusaders. This is what I grew up with. I loved it so much. And thank you, Paul, for those cards. They're unopened. And I'm such a fan. I got the Mego. I even went and got the Trick or Treat Studios Toxie mask. And it's not painted as well as they showed for image, but hey, it's still sexy. Here we got my NECA horror shelf, and I still have figures I need to put in there, still have to review, need to get some risers in there, but when it comes to NECA and horror figures, I mean, they are some of the best, and they look so good. Here we got a mix mash shelf of imports, and we got Super 7 Toxies. If they weren't Toxie, I wouldn't have bought them. And got a bunch of the Plunderlings. Still have more I need to add to it. In fact, with Plunderlongs and Plunderstrongs coming, I'm going to have their own shelf. I am a Apocalypse and Juggernaut fan. They are my top 3. The other one is Venom. I love those characters. Definitely love me some Mythic Legions by Four Horsemen Studios. They make some figures look sexy, and it was funny with collecting the goblins and stuff like that. I didn't realize they were part of the Aether faction, which is pretty damn close to my name. And yes, there is Leo Odysseus in there as well, because that is a faction that I opened the door on as well. Now, if you guys are a fan of Lord of the Rings, you guys better not be sleeping on Diamond Select's Lord of the Rings figures, because they are freaking phenomenal. They look sexy. I dedicated a whole shelf to them, and they look amazing together. Mezco didn't get me with Marvel figures or DC figures. They got me with a damn Roach. And so I got myself the Gomez shelf. I am missing the Lone Roach and Grub, the Stealth, and the Street Gomez. I haven't reviewed them. I own them. I just haven't reviewed them and put them on display. I wasn't kidding when I said they didn't grab me by any like Marvel DC figures. Instead, they got me with their own IP, with their Gomez's, their Rumble Society. Some of the best figures that they're actually producing are their own IP. The new pink skulls on the temporary setup, that's a KO Deadpool before I realized Mezco's had KOs. Legit Popeye, that was something that me and my father shared together, and plus he was in the Navy, so definitely has some sentimental value there. And then we got the stage that Art G is going to actually make me a better one, because this one takes up too much space. Mortal Kombat Storm Collectibles. This is a rabbit hole I didn't realize I was going to go down, and I didn't realize they were going to be pumping out so many damn figures, but this shelf just looks so sexy. I had to remove the risers I had in my Big Boss shelf because I needed to get Kintaro to fit in there. And sure enough, all these figures fit on a Detolf shelf and still look really good. And they have their own little like unique poses. So nothing is crazily vanilla. With collecting 3 3/4 Joes, sometimes you had to get some to rock and some to stock, and honestly, I had to army build these troopers a little bit because they look too damn good not to, and some of these figures just look too good not to have one to open up and mess around with because the figures were just sexy as hell in their 3 3/4 form. Don't let anybody downplay Sigma 6 because there's some Sigma 6 figures that were released that were freaking phenomenal, and I do have a good portion of them, and they are a little bit stylized, but they were damn cool looking figures. Out of the 2 exclusive Big Bad Toy Store sets, I had to get the Dreadnoks. Diamond Select Toys and their Comic-Con exclusive Tron figure sets are phenomenal, especially this arcade cabinet one. I didn't have it in my heart to actually open it to take the figures out to review them because there's no way I was going to get it back into this package and make it display worthy. This thing is beautiful. The little plastic blue handle for the joystick, the buttons for player 1 and player 2, the 25-cent slots. This is a beautiful collector's piece. And then you press player 1 on there. Black light pops up, looking sexy as hell. The marquee even lights up. And then we even have the player 2 that has a feature, and it's a little bit different, a little bit black light, but we got the rainbow changing lights in there, and it just really captures Tron. I'm a G.I. Joe fan at heart, even for Pops. I don't have all of them, but I got a good portion. Do I regret missing some? A little bit. Like, I want to get that Serpentor, Baroness, Mindbender, Shipwreck. Yeah, there's a lot I missed. But these are a lot of nostalgia type of Pops that grabbed me. Big Jim Henson, Edgar Allan Poe fan, Ratfink, stuff like that. It's just, a lot of it is nostalgia when it comes to these Pops. Started thinning out some of my Star Wars figures to make room because I figured the Iron Giants by Diamond Select, which are phenomenal pieces, they are worthy to be up there with Voltron, the classic, and the Netflix version, and Devastator. I mean, this whole shelf is above my computer monitor, and again, I love me some Mandalorians. I got the regular gallery diorama piece of Destro there, looking sexy, and that crow is probably one of the best crows out there. But this is just a mix mash shelf of stuff that I just put up there, and that big ass Deadpool. I'm a huge Katsuhiro Otomo fan, Akira fan, loved the graphic novel, loved the film, loved it so much that I needed to get his autograph, and I do have his autograph right there. You can see it says Otomo. Love me some Food Fighters, and Grocery Gangs really hit that spot for that Food Fighter feel. Here we have the rest of the Action Force figures on my review area, and I do thank you guys for sticking with me on this collection tour, and I want you guys to have a great rest of your day.